Hi, this is Governor John Carney. Thank you for joining us today as we continue to celebrate Public Service Recognition Week with our annual statewide employee recognition ceremony. It's a real honor for me to have the opportunity to celebrate all of Delaware's public servants for your excellent service and outstanding commitment to the citizens of our great state. The work you do makes a difference each and every day in the lives of all Delawareans. Traditionally, we've gathered together to celebrate your outstanding achievements and present these awards. Although we cannot be together in person this year, presenting these recognition awards virtually does not lessen my gratitude and appreciation for the great work that you do. Each of our award recipients have demonstrated their commitment to excellence in serving all Delawareans. And so to all the honorees, I want to say a special thank you for going above and beyond the call of duty, especially during this year of COVID-19. By your actions, your dedication, and your accomplishments, you truly embody the best of public service. Congratulations to each one of you.
It's an honor to join you today to celebrate Public Service Recognition Week. I've had the pleasure of working with many state employees, and I'm always impressed by their tremendous accomplishments. Over the years, I have heard so many examples of employees saving the state money, providing exceptional customer service, dedicating their careers to public service, and just going above and beyond expectations. This year, our statewide recognition award ceremony recognizes and honors the accomplishments of nearly 200 of those dedicated employees who will be presented awards for heroism, excellence and commitment in state service, and team excellence. Also, with the support of the state's business community, we are presenting the Gear P3 Award for Innovation and Efficiency and the Trailblazer Award. I am truly excited for this year's celebration. The individuals and teams we are honoring this week exemplify what it means to be a public servant. They've been nominated because their commitment has driven them to provide excellent service to their community. Whether you're watching today as a recipient, a nominee, a nominator, or an honored guest, I want to say thank you. Thank you for making the state of Delaware a great place to live and work.
The Governor's Team Excellence Award Program was created to encourage teamwork in state government by recognizing groups of employees working together and using continuous quality improvement tools to deliver superior customer service, improve work processes, reduce cost, and discover innovative ways of doing business. The program includes the Champions Award and the Commitment Award. The Champions Award recognizes teams that demonstrate a superior level of knowledge and use of continuous quality improvement tools and techniques. To be eligible for this award, teams must also have produced tangible results that lead to significant increases in efficiency, customer satisfaction, and cost savings. I'm now pleased to announce the recipients of the 2020 Governor's Team Excellence Champions Award. Our first recipient is the Telework Support Team from the Department of Health and Social Services. This team was led by Bill Clancy and nominated by Midge Holland.
I am pleased to present the nomination for the DHSS Telework Team, which is the team that helped DHSS deploy about 2,000 remote workers at the start of the pandemic in March and April 2020. They developed an assessment, an application, agreement, and deployed all of the technology and worked with our teams to make sure that happened. Their work was essential in helping us to help with the safety and security of our staff and clients and everybody who comes into contact with DHSS, and we would not have been able to make it through this last year without their efforts.
Our next recipient is the Technology Response to COVID-19 Pandemic Team from the Department of Technology and Information. This team was led by Jason Clark and nominated by Gregory Lane, Justin Day, and Gerald Wisman.
What I saw during the COVID pandemic was a display of professionalism, not just technology. Not only the people on the front lines who were rewarded through this Governor's Excellence Award, but people behind the scenes. We had to make sure we implemented technology that was secure, that protected citizens' information. We had to make sure terms and conditions on contracts were correct. We had people who made sure procurement and financials were covered. So we had an awesome display across the entire DTI organization. Unfortunately, the award forces us to limit it to a few recipients. So we think of these people as our MVPs, representing the entire DTI organization.
We quickly stood up Microsoft Teams for all the state workers, which was a large help in collaboration type services for our state agencies. And we stood up many remote desktop servers. So there were some users that did not have desktops or laptops back in the office. So we stood up RDS, Microsoft Remote Desktop Services, to allow them to have endpoints to connect back into. And then overnight, we stood up a cloud call center for the contact tracing National Guard, so they could actually start taking those phone calls immediately. So there was quite a few work streams going on to actively support the state, our citizens, and all of our workers.
One of many things that we've learned through our COVID-19 response is that partnerships matter, and that certainly goes for our internal state partners along with our industry partners and others. And so looking at how DTI can add value to make people's lives easier from a public health perspective, from a continuity of operations to continue business operations within the agency partners, ranging from all of our centralized partners to non-centralized partners, each branch of government, and including the state legislature, positioning state employees to work remotely and securely was a key objective of ours. And our team worked diligently around the clock, 24/7, to be able to ensure that agency partners and state employees, including K-12, were able to continue working remotely. And again, I could not be more proud of this team and all of their accomplishments.
Our third recipient of the Champions Award is the Special Events Team from the Department of Transportation. This team was led by Michael Rivera and nominated by Donald Weber and Jeffrey Van Horn.
The department's special events section was originally formed to help the department better manage a multitude of events that were held across the state. When the state of emergency declaration was issued on March 13, 2020, this team from the Department of Transportation had to quickly pivot from its traditional responsibilities to play a critical role in supporting the state's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The team became the department's Frontline emergency response unit for supporting state, county, municipal, and private nonprofit organizations across the state. They provided traffic control and management services for testing sites, personal protective equipment donation sites, vaccine distribution events, and regional and local organization food distributions. For the first time, they also assisted law enforcement agencies with civil unrest support and real-time traffic management. Without the management, coordination, and traffic control this team provided, much of the necessary response to the pandemic would have been hindered.
Please join me again in congratulating the recipients of the Governor's Team Excellence Champions Award. The Governor's Team Excellence Commitment Award recognizes teams who have initiated their quality journey and whose work processes, use of quality improvement tools, and results demonstrate an appreciation and commitment to continuous improvement. It's my honor to announce the recipients of the 2020 Governor's Team Excellence Commitment Awards. Our first recipient is the Division of Substance Abuse and Adults with Physical Disabilities Neurobehavioral Health Team from the Department of Health and Social Services. This team was led by Dr. Melissa Winters and nominated by Juan Marrero.
The Neurobehavioral Health Team at Delaware Hospital for the Chronically Ill is being recognized for their use of innovative interventions to care for people with dementia and other neurological disorders who have some of the most challenging behavior concerns in a long-term care setting. The interdisciplinary team includes psychology, nursing, and activity staff in conjunction with the pharmacy, the training unit, and QA, and we collaborate to use person-centered approaches to understand the message behind a resident's behavior and to develop better interventions and supports. The team also provides behavioral and emotional support to all the residents. The ever-growing collection of therapeutic interventions emphasizes the relationship building to help increase the patient's sense of well-being, reduce the need for psychotropic medications when possible, and provide an avenue for improved quality of life for the entire community, both the residents and the caregivers.
Our next Commitment Award recipient is the Bridge Maintenance Team from the Department of Transportation. The team lead and nominator for this group was Jason Arndt.
The DelDOT Bridge Maintenance Team carried out an innovative approach to bridge construction that not only addressed impending access issues for the farming community in the Port Penn area, but also established a cost-effective repair option that can be used in similar situations in the future. Using in-house talent and expertise, this team designed, planned, and constructed a new concrete slab on top of an existing bridge along Dutch Neck Road. This new bridge ensured continued access to the road for the local community and removed significant load restrictions that had prevented farm equipment from fully using the road in the past. By using internal resources instead of contracting out the work, the team was able to save an estimated $84,000. In addition, this innovative solution minimized the inconvenience to the community, as this repair only required a road closure for 1 month versus 3 to 6 months that we would typically see for a full bridge replacement project. Congratulations, Team DelDOT.
Our third recipient of this year's Commitment Award is the DMV Online Appointment Scheduler Team from the Department of Transportation. This team was led by Amy Anthony and nominated by Marina Carver.
This team of DMV and DTI employees created an online appointment scheduler to address major operational issues caused by COVID-19 restrictions and provided better, safer service to the public. When the pandemic crisis forced DMV to go to an emergency-only appointment policy for urgent DMV transactions, the dedicated staff was overwhelmed by the volume of calls received. This team's implementation of the online appointment scheduler automated the appointment process, maximized the available staff resources, and reduced customer frustration. From its launch in June 2020, over 11,000 online appointments were made. As a result of the team's work, DMV was able to streamline customer service, reduce call volumes, decrease wait times, and limit customers' proximity to other customers per the COVID restrictions.
Please join me in congratulating all the nominees and recipients of the Governor's Team Excellence Award.
In addition to recognizing today's recipients, I'd like to thank all of the 2020 Selection Committee members for taking time out of their schedules to carefully review every nomination and for then making the very hard decisions about who will receive these awards. And I'd like to extend a special thank you to agency recognition coordinators for their dedication and hard work throughout the year to recognize the efforts and accomplishments of state employees. There are too many to list here, but they are the ones who make this celebration possible, and they rarely get the recognition that they deserve. To learn more about this year's recipients and the statewide recognition program, visit de.gov/GovAwards. Thank you, and happy Public Service Recognition Week to all state employees.